is WCCB News Edge with Morgan Fogarty on Charlotte's CW.
It's an all-out outfit uproar. A dress code violation goes viral after a big sister slams a high school for sending her little sister home for wearing this outfit. Do you think dress codes penalize girls more than boys? Plus, is it time to get rid of the pronouns he, she, or it? One newspaper says yes. We'll tell you why. And are you looking for a stress reliever? Want to be hotter, more confident? A new study suggests doing this.
Monkey! Well, on any time. English, mother. Do you speak it?
Outrage on social media tonight over a Texas teenager who was sent home from school for wearing leggings and a long top to class. This photo of 18-year-old Macy Edgerly has gone viral since her older sister Erica posted it on Facebook last week, furious that school officials thought the outfit was inappropriate. She sounded off saying, quote, how about instead of body shaming women, school systems should start teaching 15 to 18-year-old boys to stop degrading women with their eyes and contributing to the rape culture of today's society. Boom, mic drop. That brings us to our question of the night. Do school dress codes penalize girls more than they do boys? Let's take it to our crew, the edutators. If you have a better name than that, let us know. WCCB News Edge contributor Ashley Anderson, QCB from WFNZ Sports Radio, and fashion and lifestyle and beekeeping expert Joey Huell. Thank you all for being here tonight. This is a fascinating discussion because the school district has a rule. She violated the rule. We're not talking about whether she violated the rule. We're talking about should there be a rule.
Well, she violated the rule on a technicality, let me just say. But yeah, yikes, she showed her calves. This is clearly a case where the dress code absolutely penalizes girls over boys. I mean, I'm kind of for an all or nothing. You either go straight up uniform or the next side of it should be don't wear your swimsuit.
Covered head to toe.
Yeah, I know. You know, that's...
No, but you know what, girls, y'all been doing this for years. You've been sneaky when you leave school. You leave your house in one outfit, you kiss your mom, then you get to school, you change in the bathroom.
Did you read my diary?
That's true. You roll up the skirt.
Yeah, you put your little hoochie outfit on, and you go all day, and then you go put it back, you change back, and go back home and kiss your mom like everything is fine at school. Y'all been doing that for years.
But we're talking about should girls, this girl in particular, these leggings, this tunic that she was wearing that they said...
Which covered her backside, by the way.
Covered her backside. And presumably the leggings rule is designed because they don't want guys to be distracted by the curve of the rear end.
Well, at least, here's my thing, is at least it's not illegal. It's not illegal, though. And for guys, in some states, you know, it's illegal for guys to droop too low. So there's that, too. You know what I mean? I mean, you can actually... financially penalized if somebody thinks you're drooping your pants too low.
But can't we just tell the guys to focus on their algebra textbook and not look at the girls' calves, for goodness sake?
They're in high school. That's all
we shouldn't put the onus on the girls to dress a certain way so that guys can pay attention.
What are we teaching our young women? That if, again, this, like we said, it contributes to this society, this culture of if you do something, if you wear something provocative, you deserve whatever happens to you.
Right.
Is that fair?
No, it's not fair. But look, first of all, it's not like she had a Kim Kardashian.
And that was not provocative, by the way.
No,
Maybe they were just fashion forward. Maybe the principal was fashion forward and he was like, you're not wearing that hideousness to school. Maybe that's what it was.
Then we can all agree.
No.
And the thing about that outfit, that's the same outfit Cam Newton wore to the press conference after one game. So,
and he got all kinds of trouble for that.
That's right. So, you know.
On a serious note, though, they're pulling these girls out of school, sending them home. They're missing class.
Right.
That is a distraction to me. When you pull a girl out of a class, shame her basically,
taking her away from
send
her
her home. Yeah, that's a distraction more than the leggings.
Don't go to school dressed like a hoochie. You can't do that.
Well, that's a good point. No, that wasn't a hoochie outfit. But I think you raise a good point. There is a line. I mean, there is some sort of line of, okay, you can't wear like just a bra top or like a midriff-bearing top to school. Yeah, obvious. You know, that would make sense.
Yeah.
But when does common sense override the rule?
Gosh.
Well, that's the thing, is it's a rule, and so, you know, it's not meant to be broken, and they have to set that standard.
Yeah.
And this is a technicality. However, it did technically break the rule. They had to apply it to her, because if they didn't apply it to her, then everybody else would do it.
Hey, to make an
Even
example.
though it wasn't any kind of...
And what message does that send?
Women stop
Follow
doing
the
that.
rules.
Yeah.
Boom, mic drop.
Okay. The University of New Mexico school newspaper says it's looking for some new words. It all started with an interview subject who didn't identify as a man or a woman. And now the paper says gender identity has evolved to a point where it's time to find alternatives to he, she, or it. Their solution is Z and Zer. The editor says Z stands for he or she, and Zer stands for his or her.
It's like I'm taking the SAT. That's way too confusing for me. Let's just call it Jenner.
Jenner.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. That's the solution.
Are we to a point in our society where we need to drop he, she, it?
I think if a person doesn't want to be called he, she, or it, then absolutely. I think it's their choice.
Universally drop it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Universally get rid of it?
No.
I'm
Just
saying
for
for
the
that
person.
specific person. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think because no one wants to be called it.
Right.
Sounds like an object. Now, I do have to say, it sounds a little semi-ridiculous. Zer. It sounds very Francais. It's very French.
You should love it then.
person. Yeah, I do love it, of course. But, you know, we might be laughing about it today, and this could very well be mainstream, 15 years from now. Who knows?
I think it is. They have now. I've visited some different charities around Charlotte, and they have gender identity classes where people don't want to go by he, she, it, whatever it is.
Have they been given the gender option?
They have. Yeah.
Z and Zer and.
I don't know where the Z comes from. I don't know why that would make sense, but. I think on an individual basis, why not? Why not allow someone to say, I don't want to be called, he or she? Why not allow them to do that? It's not going to change. There's such a small percentage of people at this point that would, that gender identity is a big deal for them.
Mm-hmm. If you're looking for a new word, just talk to George Bush or Don King. They make up new words every 5 seconds. So let's let them solve their problem, and we'll just live with it.
They have their own dictionary, that's true.
I'm going to push this baby out sooner than I'm supposed to, CCB. All right, still to come, the game of will she or won't she may be over when you can expect Hillary Clinton to make her 2016 presidential run official. It's the worst kept secret in politics. Yeah. Plus, an overzealous intern accidentally reveals a North Carolina politician's gubernatorial plans. More Edge next.
Whatever that you tell me when you're ready. Yes, I'll be your girl, forever your lady. You ain't never gotta worry, I'm down for you, baby. Best believe that.
Do school dress codes penalize girls more than they do boys? Facebook or tweet it and let us know what you think.
Lots of other things happening tonight, Morgan. It is Edge on the Clock time.
It is. The wait is soon over. Hillary Clinton is expected to formally announce her 2016 presidential bid this weekend. A source close to her campaign says Clinton will announce her candidacy Sunday via video on social media. Clinton will then travel to Iowa, home to the first in the nation caucuses, where she did not perform well during her last bid. A lot of people saying that she sort of took it for granted last time around that she would be the presumptive nominee.
Right.
That clearly didn't go her way,
right.
So now she's going to work to earn it.
Yes, and she's getting some criticism. People saying she might be rusty, that she hasn't been on the campaign trail. Frankly, I don't see how she could be rusty. She's had both feet fully in Washington for years and years and years, decades.
I think actually her connection to Washington and politics is something that critics will point to as a deterrent for people to vote for her, because she is not new, she is not changed, she is not progress in any way from where we've seen. She's part of the Clinton establishment, so we'll see.
All right, today an intern proudly announced via Twitter that he has accepted a position with Roy Cooper's campaign for North Carolina governor. The only problem, Roy Cooper has yet to formally announce his campaign. Oops.
This reminds me of a quote from the exceptional journalist that is Andy Cohen of Bravo Television. We are all one tweet away from losing our jobs, losing our credibility, losing our reputation.
Losing our minds.
Yeah,
does he still have a job, this intern?
I don't know if he still has a job. I haven't heard of any repercussions.
Well, if he doesn't have a job, he's certainly got one with TMZ. That's what they do, right? You heard it here first.
Yeah, and Roy Cooper, another, one of the worst kept secrets in politics. Everybody, again, assumed that he would be running.
Yeah, well, he's already launched attack ads against McCrory, so no brainer.
Get ready for the best bleeping study ever. Researchers at Keele University have been studying the links between cursing and mental behavior for years now, and they say people who curse tend to be less stressed, more confident, and even hotter.
Aha!
So all you have to do right now look at your television screen and curse at us as much as you can. You will be honored.
As opposed to every other night when you're doing the same thing.
This is for your benefit now.
This validates my entire life, though. I mean, but not everyone can curse properly. Have you realized that? I do find a certain amount of pleasure when my children use curse words correctly. Now, at first I'm like sort of like upset that they have said a word, but if they use it right, I'm like, oh, I'm sort of proud of you.
I have to admit, cursing is one of my greatest pleasures. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I obviously don't do drugs, but cursing is my vice.
You can do that while pregnant. I love it.
Yes. Up next, a former member of O-Town auditions for One Direction. Thank goodness he's back. And this drunk woman, you got to see this video. She's stumbling across the California freeway, then she goes back to her car. It's insane. We'll tell you about it after the break.
At the end of the night when the lights go out, will we turn down? Oh no, we won't. We ain't never turned down. We ain't never turned down. And when
Do school dress codes penalize girls more than they do boys? Facebook or tweet it and let us know what you think.
Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes.
Wow. In Celebrity Edgity, it looks like Ashley Parker Angel. Who? Ashley Parker Angel wants to replace Zayn Malik in One Direction, the former member of O-Town. God, I can't even listen to that voice. Posted on Instagram saying, quote, just in case One Direction decides they want the token older brother member, hashtag fake audition.
Is that her in the car?
Get out of the car! You're gonna get hit by a car! Lady, your life is in danger!
This is insane. It was a crazy scene Thursday as cars had to swerve to avoid hitting this drunk woman who at first was meandering in and out of lanes on a California freeway. She apparently squatted beside the car and urinated. Then she got out of her car, walked to the side of the road. Then she went back into the car where she was on her phone. Bystanders clearly trying to help her, trying to flag traffic away from her. That didn't work. Highway Patrol eventually arrived. They arrested the woman, thankfully, on drunken driving charges. There were no injuries and no vehicles were hit by the car. But that, I mean, it's infuriating to think of how many people she put at risk besides herself for whatever that was. It's insane.
Are we sure she was actually drunk in that? I mean, she seemed like she wasn't even.
That's what the news reports
when
say.
When people were screaming at her, she just was kind of like looking down at her phone. You know, she didn't seem like she was incoherent. It was just kind of like, I don't care.
Did you hear the part where she got out of her car and urinated?
Yeah, right. But you know, that could be other things too. I mean, she just seemed like she wasn't.
I mean,
I was like this watching that. I haven't seen that yet,
yes.
so I mean, I was like sweating.
Yeah,
and
maybe we'll learn more about exactly what happened and why she was in that state of mind. But at least all the reports now, the Highway Patrol is saying she was drunk.
She probably just heard across the news wire that Honey Boo Boo got canceled and she lost her train of thought. Who was that guy?
She was like, no, I have to stop my car right now. No, it didn't.
Stop everything.
Who was that guy?
That was the O-Town. Ashley
Do you remember
Angel.
O-Town? You don't remember
I don't
O-Town.
remember O-Town.
There was a song. I remember they had one song.
He's trying to get in. What is it? He's trying to be in One Direction.
Yeah.
He's cute.
He's adorable, Ashley, but he's not going to be in One Direction.
One Direction just
Thank
needs
you,
to call
Joey.
it quits
Thank you for saying what everybody at home is
I do want to punch him. Like
Look at him.
the hair,
Come on,
He would
man.
fit right in One Direction.
They're going to be going the wrong direction.
Nothing at all.
They sang nothing at all. That's what it was.
Yes.
Because I want it all or nothing at all.
He sounds worse than Roseanne. That's awesome.
That's a good rhyme, by the way.
Yeah, I like
want
that.
it all or nothing at all.
Hey, we're going to trademark that.
Yeah.
There's more Edge, including the headlines in the forecast when we come back. Don't go anywhere. It's your last chance for tonight's headlines. The Red Cross is helping 2 adults and a child who were affected by a fire tonight at the Beacon Hill Apartments off South Boulevard. New dash cam video from a different angle appears to show that South Carolina police officer and the man he shot in a physical altercation before the officer shot and killed Walter Scott. And a sickening case of greed has a grieving family sending out a warning tonight. Scammers tried to profit from their 4-year-old son's death through a fake GoFundMe account. Here's Reg with your last chance weather.
Well, this weekend ends up being perfect, actually, after a few clouds this afternoon. Temperatures were in the 80s, but this weekend we dropped back down to low to mid 70s. Perfect for this time of the year. Looks like it's going to be an awesome weekend. Get out and about.
All right. Thank you, Reg. Only a short time has passed since the dress debate. Remember that? Now we have another optical illusion on our hands. This picture of a cat walking on stairs has people across the internet asking, is the cat going upstairs or downstairs? This is good.
My brain is still spinning from the dress, but clearly that cat is coming upstairs.
It's going downstairs, and let me tell you why.
Why?
Because the lip, you see the lip of the stairs?
Yes.
He's stepping on it coming down towards you.
I think he's going up.
I think he's stepping on it coming up the stairs.
We're gonna look at this picture up close when we get off, because I'm gonna show you. Because you saw it as white and gold, and I saw it as blue and black.
White and gold.
It's blue and black all day.
It's white.
All day.
I can't. I'm scared of scary movies that look like paranormal activity. So just let me know when it's off the screen. Is it gone?
It's gone.
It's gone? Okay.
You can look now. Put it back up. That cat is clearly going.
I'm gonna show you.
Wait, what did we say? Up.
I said up.
Oh, see, now you're just agreeing.
Yeah, which one is it?
No, I need to see it again. Can we pop it up again, Andy?
I think Garfield is going.
Cover your eyes.
It's coming upstairs.
See the lip?
It's going. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the lip.
This
That's
is the
going
front
down.
of the stairs.
It's going down.
It's going down. It's the front of the
I think
stairs.
it's the lip that he's
down.
stepping on.
Because if you were going
coming up.
That's,
Look, I gotta, yeah. Go ahead.
okay,
No. We gotta think of
We have a debate going on here.
I got a drunk uncle who used to fall down the steps a lot.
Have a good weekend. The cat